Hey guys, it's Way from Keys, back with another video for some directions on how to get to East Common Lands Tunnel from Cabilis in Project 1999, EverQuest. So last time we went from Cabilis to the Dreadlands, but this time we're gonna take a shorter route, but I think it's also a little bit more dangerous. So we're gonna start at East Cabilis. We're gonna go through Field of Bone instead, and then go into the Emerald Jungle. From there, we're gonna head south, and we're gonna try to get down to the Druid rings down here. This little line is a cliff. I'm not sure if we can jump it, or if we have to run down to the stairs, but we'll figure that out. So we're gonna go ahead and start here at the bank in Cabilis East and find our way to the Field of Bone. From here you can either go over the bridge or walk around the water. So here's where it starts to get a little dangerous. The Field of Bone has a lot of monsters, and we are level 1. So we really don't want to get close to any of them, especially once we get out into the heart of it. The monsters will get a lot harder, but we'll be back. Okay, now that we're in Field of Bone, we want to take a look at the map here, and we want to essentially follow this path out this way. And then come around the pit, which can get pretty nasty in there, but the whole way we want to be dodging mobs and staying safe. Then come around here and head into Emerald Jungle. So let's get started with that. Like I said, at this low level, I don't want to get near any mobs. I want to stay as far away from anything as possible. I don't even really con it to see if it'll attack me, because most things out here will. So once you pass the pit and get to here, you don't want to bank a hard right. That will bring you into the Swamp of No Hope. If you have mobs on you, it may be a safe thing to do. If you have something close, something that'll kill you. But if not, you can just keep running around the ruins here. Eventually, once you're on the other side of the ruins, you don't want to run directly into this here, because that is a dead end. You want to keep running up the wall a few hundred yards. As soon as the wall breaks, you want to follow the right hand side into the opening. And just keep following the opening, let it funnel you down into Emerald Jungle. And here we are. Okay, so we made it through the Field of Bone, and now we're in the Emerald Jungle. And we're going to go ahead and try to get to the Druid Rings. The Druid Rings are down at the southern point of the map, and they're not marked by any rings. It's just an open spawn point, and there is a way up the cliff right here, and we're going to go ahead and get there and try and make our way down. So here we go. Once you get out of the little tunnel that marks the zone line here, you will be encountered with a flat area. Sometimes there's mobs on it that you have to dodge, sometimes you're lucky, and there isn't. Right now there isn't, so we're going to go ahead and walk straight across it. So, we are almost there. Okay guys, now that we made it across to the top of the cliff here, this is directly across from the zone line to Field of Bone. We're going to want to walk over here to this little triangle piece. And right here you can see the start of the first spires on the map. And this little triangle, you want to come down this seam here and start walking down. Once you get to this point, you want to cross over to the middle one. And just keep following this seam all the way down. Okay, that almost killed us because we're level 1 and we don't want to be taking too much damage. But once you walk down the seam, you are effectively, let's bring up the map here. Alright, once you walk down the seam, you are right here. If you walk due west, or due east, you will find the wizard, where the wizards poured into. And if you walk south, we're going to go ahead and do this, you will find exactly where the druids poured into. And you can honestly, you can see it from the wall here, it's very safe. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that we've walked down the cliff face, we'll go ahead and follow it on our right hand side. Alright, keeping the wall on our right hand side here, you're going to pass these runes, and I will show you them on the map in just a moment here. Alright, so we're up on the wall and we got these runes here. On the map, these runes are represented right here. So we're going to keep following the wall on our right hand side. Down here we find the corner of the cliff face and the southern wall. You'll eventually find an invisible wall here that makes it you can't go over there, so just jump down over to the south wall and keep following it. Alright, we're gonna come through these trees, and there's an invisible wall here. Run up the little hill, and from here you can see that the Druid's poured in right here. It's actually right now it's marked by a little corpse. So from here you'll go ahead get that port to East Common Land Tunnel. Well, you'll get the port to West Common Lands. You'll get an invisibility and a sow first so that you don't get attacked. You'll run to the tunnels, get whatever you need, head back to the Druid Rings in West Common Lands, get an invisibility and a sow from there, because this is actually a very dangerous port, and it's not marked by rings, so it's different than most of the other ones. So you'll want an invisibility. There's mobs that patrol through here, and you'll want that sow to be able to get out of danger quicker. Oh, and look at that, somebody just arrived. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way back. We've already got our items, we got our port, we ported in, and we ran due south so that we can make it to the southern wall here. And let's go ahead and find our way back to that little climb up to the top of the cliff there. Now we're following the cliff with our left hand, and look again, we have the runes there marked on the southern west corner of the map. Alright, so we just passed the runes in the southwest corner of the map, and we are essentially right here. That's where the little nook is. We want to just find the tree with the little open area here and follow the seam up just like we followed it down. When you come up, you want to be careful. You don't want to jump into anything dangerous. Now here we are at the flat spot again. We'll go ahead and run across. Checking side to side, making sure we don't have anything dangerous. From here on out, you're not going to run into anything dangerous unless somebody's trained something to the zone line or something like that, so always keep your eyes open. But right up here we have the zone line into Field of Bone, and we're almost home. Alright, now that we're in Field of Bone, we want to get back to Cabilis. Just follow the funnel back out into the zone line, following it on your left hand. So I seem to have caught some attention on my way home from an angry Ixar. So we're just going to go ahead and use that strafe running that we learned about in the first video to stay away from him until we get near some guards, which should be shortly. Alright guys, so we are safe now. The guards killed everything that was running after us. But we're going to go ahead and zone into East Cabilis. If you're running around, you'll probably want to hit the bank. If you need to figure out how to get from West Common Lands to East Common Lands into the tunnels, once you've got the port from Emerald Jungle, go ahead and check out my my last video. There'll be a link in the description below for the last video, and in that video I have it split up into zones, so you can go ahead, click on whichever zone you need to figure out how to get to, and you can just skip ahead into the video to there. But that's all I have for you right now, guys. We are almost at the bank, but we're gonna chill out on this cool bridge here, and you guys have a good day. I hope this helped out. If it did, go ahead, toss a like.